and because these people were close to us. So I don't mind going to a funeral, but I kind of, mm, I don't know how to say it. I kind of not want to, like, because it's a sad moment, but we know that this has to happen. I guess with me, I have to tell myself all the time, this is life. This is part of life. And this is the things that have to happen in life. So I have to tell myself that sometimes, because it's not that I forget, it's the ideal that I don't want to think about that person. I can't pick up the phone and call that person. I can't, I can't do those things, because they're no longer here. Um, I'm in the process of cleaning out one of our storages. So I'm finding obituaries, right? And it's like, wow, we have lost so many people. And I don't even want to say lost. Let me not say lost, because they're not gone really. Because if they're still around us, they're still in our hearts, they're still in our minds. So they're not gone. But it takes you there. And I don't want to make this a sad moment or anything, but I'm a deep thinker when it comes to stuff, certain things. I overanalyze things in my mind. So I just thought about that on a spiritual and spiritual realm of how life can be. People come in and people come and go, and we have to expect that. But yes, it was a very nice service, very nice service. Um, Mr. Labadan was there, Malcolm was there. Who else? Green was there. Mr. Porter, you guys. I saw Mr. Porter. I got a chance to speak to Mr. Porter for a moment. Me and Dr. Bowles, yeah. Dr. Bowles was there. Who else was there? Oh my God, and I can think of Ollie Overton was there. Um, uh, yeah, Green was there. Yeah, Jules Green was there. I met me and Miss Dr. Bowles met the mayor of Natchez, Louisiana. Very nice lady. Um, let's see, who else did we meet? Golly, it was a lot of people there. But it was very nice. It was very well put together. It was very nice. And he went home, in a beautiful way. He just didn't look like himself, you guys. Mr. Fuller, Mr. Fuller, I'm so used to that smile he have, and that big brawny. It wasn't that. He wasn't like that anymore. It was just different to see him and not hear that voice. But yeah, so it was like it was a spiritual journey for me. I don't know how anybody else felt. And Tavares, I'm gonna tell you about it after I got off the phone. I forgot to tell you earlier when we were talking. But I want to tell you something. But yeah, it was different. And I think the more and more you go to funerals, the more and more things look different. And I guess too, as you get older, you sort of um find you plateau somewhere spiritually, is what I want to say. In your life, you enjoy your life, you do what you can, and then you move on. um I think about the way that we fight these battles, the way that we fought battles in the last 10, I'll say 15, maybe close to 20 years, the battles that we fought to help people to do things, to get messages out, to get information out. And all that's all we can do. Um, I think um, we're at a point where activism, it's still needed, but it's needed at a different point in the journey. Um, I think whatever needs to happen, it's going to happen inevitably, because it's supposed to happen. It's the way things are supposed to be, you know, um, set up to happen. But I also think that we still have, not us, but the generation coming after us, have a duty um, to, this is the time now to start teaching. Because once we lose our position, When I say position, I'm talking about position as Black people in America. When we lose our space in America, because this is what they've been trying to do, they've been trying to erase our space from existence. Um, they're trying to shut us down. They're trying to silence our power. And this is the time for this generation coming up to constantly be teaching what happened to us back in the day all the way up to what's happening to us now, because it's too much. It's not too much of a difference at all, really. It's not. So the fights, the big fights and the mini fights that we have been able to do or to be part of, now is the time that they start to gather up information to share. It's so easy to say, okay, that happened in the past. That's easy to say, okay? But the problem is, it's not in the past because they're trying to bring back Jim Crow. They're trying to bring back black codes. They're trying to bring back segregation, which, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'm just that type of person. I wouldn't have a problem with that. If it was going to bring our people peace, then allow it to be. But even when we were segregated, they didn't want us at peace. That's why all the things happen, like Black Wall Street, Rosewood, all those things happen, those events, the church bombing, all of that. The reason why all of that took place was because they didn't want us at peace. But I think now, the peace that we want now is going to be far different than the peace we asked for back then. Because if we demand segregation, if that's what needs to take place in order for us to thrive, they are not going to be able to do the things that they did to us before. It's not going to be plausible. It's not going to work. But we still have those people who are not ready to do that. We are so ingrained and indoctrinated in the European way of dealing with life, economics, everything. We're so ingrained in it and we're so indoctrinated by it. It will be hard for us to get to the point where we can deal with being segregated away from our people.
Yeah. Apparently, we've got a lost audio. So let's uh, let's run this one quick. Um, Good evening, everybody. Um, let's see here. Okay. Well, uh, let's see here. Okay. Well, uh, don't know what happened there. All right. Let's see. Um, well, I mean, what are we talking about here? Are we talking? Oh, we're talking about sharing the live out and strengthening our borders in America. Um, Let me see. Hope you guys are enjoying your Monday evening. Hold on. Hope you guys are enjoying your Monday evening. Good evening, Miss Tasha. Um, Hold on. Let's see. I don't have any. I have videos. I have news I can share, but a lot of it is um, a lot of it is stuff you guys already know. You guys already know about. Oh, wait a minute. There is new news on the national front. Uh, there is. Oh yeah. So yeah, the White House and this administration is imploding. Um, it's starting to blow up in their face. Hold on, let me. Cause we gotta get up. We gotta get up. We gotta get up. You gotta get up. You gotta get up. Hold on. Damn, she just up and disappeared. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, I'm sharing it to everybody. Yeah. Let's see here. We're gonna get this thing on the road in just a second. Man, I wonder how she just up and disappeared like that. That's crazy. I think that's it. That's it. I could do yeah. We could do more, but why? Um, yeah, folks. So yeah, let's get into it. On the local front, you got for the first time, we'll be doing some. Hold on, let me find out where they at. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you know we've had our ups and downs with. Well, we've had our downs with Urban Cast. They ain't never really been up with. It's always been up with their ass. But um, they were talking about today. Uh, they said for about a year, and this is from Urban Cast, so you guys can go look. I don't think I'm gonna read all of this, but for he says for about a year, the mayor allowed the APD chief to speak freely about basic public safety. Then in July, everything stopped. Um, 11/24/25, communications between UrbanCast and the city of Alexandria began improving at the start of 2025. During the first half of the year, responses to routine public safety inquiries were timely and professional. These updates included the same basic information every police department typically releases. The type of incident, general blah blah blah. It is important to note that the mayor's administration attempt to centralize blah 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 blah. They're just it looks as though they're accusing the mayor of withholding information, and there seems to be a lack of transparency. And what's happening now is a travesty, right? Because the mayor is now trying to make it as though, first off, free press, right? We all have the right to freedom of press, right? Can anybody can be the press. Matter of fact, I would say that's one of your responsibilities as a good citizen is to be able to report and tell others of what you're finding, right, and what you're discovering, et cetera, right, especially in the public sphere. And it appears as though uh, your mayor is trying to synthesize uh, who is deemed free, who is actually deemed the media, right? So the day that and I don't agree with him, right? The day that uh, he told Jack them and Urban Cast that they're not, he doesn't need them anymore. He's got Stephen Maxwell. The problem with that is Stephen Maxwell, right? That's only one person. So are you going to tell me that only one person is depressed in Alexandria now? And furthermore, are you going to impede on the public's right to be the press? Aha, you see what I'm saying? So, he's going the way of that's fake news. And we all know who else says that's fake news, right? They'll say, well, they'll say we're the fake news, right? But that will be incorrect. Absolutely. We've sat at desks. We've sat at computers. We've sat at we are the Universal Collective Network isn't some fly by night organization. Uh, and we do have the EIN, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's official toilet tissue over here, right? So I don't know. I think it's very interesting that the mayor would, of all things, uh, try to restrict the flow of information as it pertains to this city, right? Um, I think, me personally, my take on it is, in fact, that the mayor is, let's face it, he's going into another campaign cycle. And the level, he's never been more uncertain, and there's never been this amount of people upset with his job performance, right? Um, and there hasn't been this level of education for the voter. But that leads back to the original point. Um, the original point being that he wants to restrict information. So there are things that he doesn't want certain audiences to know. Or what he's trying to do is force everybody to get their information from one source that he approves of, which would be Stephen Maxwell. So if you want to know what's going on, get your information from Stephen Maxwell. Don't trust these black folks, which is weird, right? Because he has an issue with UCN and he has an issue with Urban Cast, right? Even though urban, there would be no Urban Cast without UCN. I'll tell you that. Urban Cast wouldn't exist without us. But I'll tell you this, right? They're both ran typically by black people. We're just on different sides of the fence. You know? That's it. That's all. So is it that the mayor doesn't want black people reporting on issues for the city? And he only wants people, we went through the whole thing about Stephen Maxwell wanting to be, everything he learned from John Wayne. And we already know what John Wayne believed. John Wayne hated black folks. John Wayne hated black folks. I want to say that again. John Wayne used the N-word. And he hated natives. And he hated the indigenous people as well. Matter of fact, he made a whole career off of stealing from black folks because the original cowboys were black men. No, that's too much. Yes, yes, and the original natives, the original indigenous people were black people, and he made an entire career off of cowboys and Indians. Yeah, of course, I would hate niggers too. Yeah, I definitely would. Definitely would. Definitely would. I would hate them. I would hate both of those demographics. And John Wayne just so happened to hate both of them. Now, leading on to what I'm saying about Stephen Maxwell, he picked up a book the other day, and he was so moved by it that he had to say that he had no other choice but to pick up this book. And the name of this book was Everything I Know I Learned from John Wayne. So I'm not saying that this system is. I'm not saying that Jock Roy is trying to create a racial divide in news reporting, but it certainly looks that way. It certainly looks that. It appears to be so. If you catch my meaning. Oh, let's see. Oh. So let's see if I can find it. I found something special for y'all. Y'all won't believe it until you see it. Let me see if I can get it pulled up over here. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Nope, I can't. Can't get it. Uh, Damn. Let's see what happened. Let's see if we can give the host a call real quick. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your Monday evening. I really do. Uh, Make sure that you guys are staying abreast of situations and being aware of the news. Hold on one second. Uh, okay, apparently she doesn't know that she's off the air. Hope she does now. Uh, Hold on, I bet you, I know what I could do. I could pull it up over here. I can't show y'all the video, but I could definitely play the audio. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. But I will say this too, right? Because there was a point in time when Urban Cast was trying to was using their news cycles to promote the worst things for black people in Alexandria, right? There was a time where they were doing that. Oh, she said there was a power outage. Okay, all right. So yeah, let's keep everybody in our prayers. Um, yeah, yeah. Hold on, hold on. I'm trying to find this clip. I know I sent it. That was yesterday. Hold on. Anybody else's electronics been cutting up lately? My electronics have been cutting up. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. Damn. All right, here it goes. Let me put it on a big speaker. Listen, y'all. Listen, I got you. I got you guys. Hold on. I need this put into the system so we can pull it up later. Um, for those of y'all that y'all be safe out there, man. If there's a power outage that's happening in Simba, y'all definitely be safe. Let me know y'all okay. Let me know y'all okay. Um, are there any other power outages that are like to the people that's watching right now? Uh, yeah, y'all be safe, man. I don't know if it's the weather or if it's just the. Hold on, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now this is a throwback. All right, guys, I want you to remember this. This used to be what we used to do on the old show. We used to play this clip often. Oh, she talking about it will return. We're still on. We're not going off. Uh, yeah, we're not going off. We not letting no power outage stop us. We're gonna keep on trucking. Right? Hold on, let me pull this clip up. Yeah, my electronics is just crazy, crazy. Hold on. Here we go. Now, how many of y'all are fans of Roots? Me too.
I've been scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got. Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin. And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine. Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meaning? I've been scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got. Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin. And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine. Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take.
Oh, you take my meaning? Do you take my meaning or what? Listen, y'all. Listen. Listen, y'all. All I'm saying is this, right? At one point, there was Jack Nim, right? So do I feel bad for them totally? You know, you know. Let me drink some water. You know, you know, you know, you know, I don't, you know, you know. I'm sorry. Hold on. I got it. I'm sorry. Listen. I'm gonna run that back one more time. I can't help it. He said, "Now that's fine living for a nigga." He was upset with Toby. He was like, "Nigga, you told me." The fuck? Ah, shit. Hold on, one more time.
And scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got. Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin. And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine. Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meaning?
The problem that I have, right? The issue that I'm taking, right, is that this guy says that he's going to fake a cough for a shot of whiskey and for some sympathy from Massa. Because he reminds me so much of Black Republicans. He does. He reminds me so much of the Black MAGA people. He reminds me so much of them. He does. He is the quintessential, that is a Black Republican in my eyes, right? And it's okay to be conservative, right? Because conservation is how you maintain, right? That's not my issue. You have left-leaning conservatives, you have right-leaning conservatives, right? But the problem comes in when you identify with a group of people that do not accept you. And it's kind of like this big conundrum of you identifying with people that don't fuck with you. These people don't fuck with you. Hell, at this point, they don't even fuck with each other. And here you are pledging allegiance to the right wing. You're like, how can I like? Well, you're just like Tim Scott, Byron Donaldson. You know, you're just like who else? 50 Cent. 50 Cent is like that. 50 Cent is definitely like that. And y'all think this nigga coming to Shreveport to do anything other than make money off of you niggas? That's what he came to do. That's what he came to do, right? So anybody that's in lockstep with and keep this in mind, right? So people like 50, right? They like 50 for whatever reason. But you know, you got Governor Bobby Boucher up there, right? And Governor Boucher doesn't like Black folks. He told you that. Oh, he said, you notice you haven't seen Reddicks at the golf course anymore. What? I haven't seen the color orange in forever, and I've never thought I'd be more thankful. You know what? You're absolutely right, sir. Absolutely right. Let me send you a link so you can jump in on this conversation. Cause Salita she act like she don't got no regular phone service. She just got to be on the goddamn. I've erased the color orange from my fucking memory. Like, I don't think of the color orange anymore. I think burnt sienna is about as close as I get to orange. Light brown. Yeah, that's as close as I get to orange. Yeah, that's as close as I'm gonna get to orange. Fucking light brown, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get this link. Yeah, you got Governor Bobby Boucher. Governor Bobby Boucher over there. You remember that time the water boy came in at halftime and helped the Mud Dogs win the Bourbon Bowl? Do you? You remember that time Bobby Boucher came in at halftime and helped the Mud Dogs win the Bourbon Bowl? Do you? Like, no, nigga, shut up. I can't say that. Oh, she's not on here. I can say whatever I want. Yeah. Yeah. Don't put no neon orange up here. Listen, I'm not. I promise you I'm not. Did I tell y'all that the reason that he wore orange is because he calls himself the avid hunter or what have you, right? or the avid outdoorsman. And in outdoorsy type shit, right? In the outdoorsy type shit, come on now, you putting it on the screen, you're gonna summon them. You're gonna summon them. We're not summoning them. We're not summoning summon them. Summon them. We're not gonna summon them. You guys are horrible people. Um, damn, y'all made me lose a train of thought. I'm trying to get this link. I'm trying to get this link so I can send it to Nat. Orange means caution. Orange means caution. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah. So listen, right? So when they're out and they're hunting, right? To avoid being shot at, they wear orange because it's not a natural color that you would see out in the wilderness. Oh yeah, see, now y'all going too far. Y'all calling that boy a safety cone. We got to go around him. We got to go around him. Yes, that's exactly what that means. We have to absolutely go around him. Oh, we don't have to go around him. You can stay from around him. Invite guests. There we go. Hold on. I got to copy it. All right. Now, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So the lights are out. So if y'all love the host like I love the host, which is kind of hard to do, but if y'all love the host like I love the host, y'all show support. Y'all share the live. Tap. Well, we're not tapping the screen. We're not on TikTok. Uh, Share out the live. Hit the like button. Let people know that we're on. Oh, you know what? That is the man in the White House. He is a giant orange. He's a giant orange. He's a giant orange. Uh, but yeah, it don't take much coughing for Master to make me take a sip of whiskey. Take a shot of whiskey. That's insane. Hold on, let me run that big bag. Hold on. Hold on. In other news, hold on. In other news, let me see here. Oh yeah, check this out. Check this out. Come on, come on.
I present to you now an apparent recording of JD Vance bitching and whining about how Donald Trump treated Mom Donnie after talking shit about him for months. Spending that's not allowed to this campaign. And he makes it to the Oval Office. And it's as if it never happened. He's getting passed money on. He's defending him to reporters when they attack him. Where was that for me? Where was that for me when I get attacked in the press? When I get ripped apart? I have to defend myself. Dun 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 dun. We are watching the end of the Trump administration. JD Vance is now finding out firsthand again who Donald Trump is. Because remember, before he decided to run with Donald Trump, he said that Donald Trump was America's mustache man. Welcome, JD. Welcome.
These are like, listen, people don't understand, man. People don't understand. Like, folks just don't understand. Hold on, I got you, Nat. Give me a second. What's going on, brother?
Oh, ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing. Just ride.
All right. Where you at?
All parts unknown.
Part- yeah.
Parts unknown. A long way to go and a short time to get there.
Short time to get there, champ.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Um,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to see. Uh, you see how these people did Marjorie Taylor Greene, and now
Yeah.
she's crying. Well, they done Reddick them the same way. See, when Reddick said that I'm gonna sit down at the table with that white man as a black man, that, that that's what he said. I'm gonna sit down at the table.
And what else did he say after that part? It's been so long since I heard that. Man, let me see. I can't even find it, bro. I hate that they took all that stuff from us. I hate that they deleted all that stuff. Oh, we lost Nat. Yeah, these people that's you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. See, what he didn't understand is you can sit down at the table, but that don't mean you have a plate of food. You see, so he sat down at the table, and what he got? Nothing. He not at the
Oh,
golf course no more.
he did get something. You know what he got?
What he got? He didn't get no 18 votes.
Uh
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got. Now I eat in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin. And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine. Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meaning?
You see, and that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. Now it's Thanksgiving, and the last time I talked to Reddy on Thanksgiving, he was passing out some food. Well, where are you now?
I don't
Yeah,
have to read.
last time
I don't listen. Y'all didn't support me when I was doing it the first time. I wasn't gonna come back and do it for you again.
I see that. Thought you was about the people. If you was about the people, you'll do it again. But guess what? The white people ain't gonna give you no more money, so you can't do it. You can't go big in the hey, look, I need some money to feed the people. Oh well, Reddish, we don't need you no more, Reddish. What do you mean? Oh, come on, all the stuff I did for y'all, all them votes, don't do me like this. Reddish, we're sorry. We get away from here, Reddish. We're gonna call the police on
Not get away from me. Don't say get
you.
away
Yeah,
from me. That's cold.
yeah, get away from me, Reddish. See,
Yeah, I listen.
yeah,
I don't. I don't know. I don't know, man. You can't make half of this shit up, and in some cases, you wouldn't even want to make half this shit up. Oh damn, we lost him again. Yeah, you wouldn't want to make this shit up, and it's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate. Um, yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh, never forget. I never forgot those turkeys. They were black. They were well. Those turkeys were black and jive, so they had it bad both ways. Um, so I don't know, folks. I don't know. I can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. Uh, but yeah, these people here, man. At the end of the day, what's gonna happen is they're gonna cover themselves, right? Everybody, listen. They're not even loyal to each other. What makes you think they're gonna be loyal to you? These people are in it for themselves. Most certainly. There is no way around it. They're definitely in it for the sole benefit of getting away with whatever they thought they were getting away with. All right, I got you now. Hold on. Yeah, they were in
Yeah.
it for the sole purpose of getting away with whatever they were getting away with. I remember when Nat went up to him and told him about the shooting that had just took place. And that nigga looked at Nat and said, "What do you want me to do about it?
And that was on Thanksgiving. That was on Thanksgiving.
Aren't you the city councilman? Aren't you the city council? Like, isn't this your district? What the fuck?
Yep.
Can you go see what's going on? I mean, that's a part, like, that's something Mr. Fuller would have did. It wouldn't matter what he was doing. And then aren't you serving people out of this abandoned building? Outside, nonetheless.
In the rain.
In the rain, out of a giant
That was
cooler.
just
You had dirty rice inside of a giant cooler. Salmonella everywhere.
and also the black pastors should be saying that they haven't had a fish fry since Mark Wood's election.
Damn it. They haven't probably even rented a car since Mark Wood's election.
You see?
Because
Yeah.
if y'all are not aware of what we're talking about, so just a flashback. When Mark Woods was running, right? Okay, so all these things were happening at the same time. I think that's where we got our reputation from. So all these things are happening at the same time. First off, the young lady that was on the city council that lives in New Orleans now, Catherine Davidson, she had some signs in the back of her house, right? And what it was is Clarence Reed and some other unknown bald-headed person drove his pickup truck in the back of her house and stole all of her old campaign signs that she paid. I think they were $600 a piece. He stole all of them, right, and brought them to Quality Meats because at that time Quality Meats was shut. It was over with. So they were storing all the signs over there. And I'm not talking to you, Reed. Oh yeah, that was that line. that was his line right there. I'm not talking to you. But so they were stripping down Catherine Davidson's sign because Clarence Reed was running for police jury at that time, right? So Clarence Reed was stripping down her signs and reattaching his signs to the front of it, right? So boom, Catherine Davidson calls the police because they don't know that she's got a goddamn surveillance camera and she could see who was doing it. That's how you got caught. She saw you, dummy, right? She saw the current pastor, Reverend Reed. That's right, folks. In the last election cycle, was stealing signs. So for his own campaign. That is a thief. If you put him in the church, okay, fast forward, right? Boom. So the police come over there, and I don't even think they arrested him, did they?
No, I think they probably took him to jail. I don't know.
Oh,
I think Mark Woods took him to jail.
No, he turned himself in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, boom, fast forward on the day of the fish fry, right? And this is Mark Woods' campaign. Because Mark Woods was working hard to get these black pastors to vote for him. So Clarence Reed turns himself, wait a minute, I'm conflating situations. Because he turned himself in on them charges of beating up that old man, didn't he?
I see, that's what I'm saying. I think one time Mark Woods took him there. Mark Woods took him there then when he beat that old man up. Because remember, it took him like 40 each time. He didn't spend an hour in jail either way it go. One time Mark Woods took him
in jail. I think Mark Woods stayed with him until he got out.
Yeah. Yeah.
He took him in.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, when we was calling people confidential informants, it wasn't a joke, folks. Only a confidential informant can do that. Only a
And he
confidential
made
informant can do that.
and he made the fish fry that day.
And he was out by 11. Oh, he paid for the signs he stole. He paid for them. He didn't give them back. That's
Mm,
crazy. That's crazy. Oh, wait a
mm.
minute. Because didn't he hit somebody? Didn't he run a guy over?
Yep, right there on Duhan, he hit that ball, yeah, in his side with that mirror, and then tried to sell a car.
Listen, he tapping the shit out that phone. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta. Cause at the end of the day, he's one of them, bro. He's a Byron Donaldson. He's a wannabe Byron Donaldson. He's a wannabe Tim Scott. You ever notice that Byron Donaldson and Tim Scott look a lot like Reddicks? They look a lot like Clarence. Hold on. I think that's gonna be the theme for the night. That's gonna be the theme for the night. Hold on. Yeah, that's gonna be the theme for the night. Welcome back, host. Hold on.
There you go.
Let's see here.
Hey, you
There we
guys,
go. There. This is the theme for the night.
can you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hold on.
Okay,
I'm running content.
gotcha. I can't do nothing on my end. I'm sitting in the dark with a candle.
Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin. And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine. Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meaning?
We're gonna run it back one more time.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got. Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin. And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine. Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've
I don't listen.
working for. Now you take my.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why these. I don't understand why these folks is really. Why are they on board with the white supremacy? Yeah, he ran over a young man and went home and complained about his side view mirror. No, baby, listen. He ran over somebody, lost the mirror, went back and got the mirror, came back home, reattached the mirror, and took pictures of the truck so he could sell it that night, all in 1 hour. I'm trying to tell you, folks, you got candles. Hello? Are you there?
Hey, yeah, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Your
I said
Wi-Fi down?
we're in the dark. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, everything is down right now. We're
Okay.
we're out. So so me and Miss Agnes, you guys missed. I had a great conversation with Miss Agnes, so she had to go. She had to go. I didn't know you were on, and I couldn't get on with her being on the other end, so we couldn't get on together at that time. Um, but thank you for having the show. Continue having the show going. Hopefully, they'll come back on in a few.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me ask you something. Can you go into our messenger and pull out those videos I put in there?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I don't. Yeah. Why is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, there's one with where Malcolm talks about the house Negro. I sent it to that one. Check that one out and see if you can put that one on.
Oh, now they've got a new thing called Black Fragility.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
People, is it fragility or fatigue?
no, it's fragility. It's Black Fragility now.
Oh,
They
because of
just
the
be coming
oh
up with shit. They just be coming up with shit. They don't even know the
yeah,
meaning.
they don't even know the meaning of it at all. Period. They don't understand the meaning.
They don't catch my meaning. Want to welcome everybody that's listening, but
if white immigrants can come to this country 50 years ago with nickels and dimes and no education, and come here and pool their little nickels and dimes and no education, and set up little stores, develop these stores into larger stores, develop this into an industry which creates job opportunities for whites. Since Lincoln was supposed to have freed the black man 100 years ago, and today the black man, according to the government economist, has spending power of $20 billion per year. We feel that with the black man spending $20 billion a year, not setting up any businesses, not creating any industry, not creating any job opportunities for his own kind, he's not in a moral position to point the finger today at the white man and tell the white man that he's discriminating against him for not giving him a job in factories that he himself set up. If the black man has $20 billion, and these so-called Negro leaders are such geniuses that they can integrate white restaurants and integrate white factories and force themselves into that which the white man has set up, they should use this same ingenuity to show the black people how to pool our wealth and set up something of our own. And then we won't have to force our way into his anymore. One more thing I would like to point out concerning what he said about 125th Street. We don't waste our time on 125th Street, but you can reach more people in the street who want to change than you can in the bourgeoisie society, the bourgeoisie church, and the bourgeoisie circles. Our program is directed toward the man in the street. So we spend our time in the street, and what we do with that man, instead of trying to change the white man in your mind, make you accept us, we change the mind of the black man and make him accept himself. And as soon as he accepts himself, he'll solve his own problem. He won't be trying to force himself into your factory and into your bedroom and into your kitchen.
I don't think that was a clip, but I think we needed that as well. Not to go too far off the beaten path here. Are you aware of what of these random audio clips from way up top of these folks and what they're saying? Did you hear what the man that runs Campbell's Soup said? This is the Campbell's Soup VP caught on a mic saying that they used bioengineered meat. Check this out.
Campbell's is in hot water after their VP was caught on a hot mic saying their soups use bioengineered meat and that only poor people eat them. In the recording, he said this.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit? I don't buy healthy products barely anymore. It's so healthy. Now that I know what the in it, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
If the vice president of the company is talking about his soup this way, I'm never eating it again. That's my opinion.
This is facts. This is facts. Hold on. Rest in peace, H. Rap Brown. Our good brother is also now a freedom fighter on the other side. So all of our folks is leaving, man. That's why I think we the new ones. We are the revolution, and we aren't being televised. We're being live streamed. Get it? Nah, never mind.
You know what? That's funny that you said that, because my conversation with Miss Agnes was that exactly what you said. I said it's time that not we, but this generation coming in need to continue to preserve our heritage, our history. They need to be able to tell our story, because we're fading out. And I hate to say it like that, but we are. And if we've taught that story to somebody else, right, then that story needs to continue to be told, because they are trying to erase us. If they are literally trying to erase us, it's not going to work because we're too powerful. But because of what they're trying to do, we need a group of people from your generation and the generation coming up to actually be those teachers. Let's talk. Can you find anything talking about what the Department of Education is doing with the professional
Yeah,
licenses
you know
and the
what?
professional?
Listen. Those people voted for that. Those people voted for that. Or those people did not get out and vote at all. And that happened as a byproduct. That's what I'm saying. Like, we really can't, like, we can say something about what's happening right now, but if you did not vote, you cannot say anything. And that's what we're saying. You guys have to be more involved. This starts with you. Now, this is the Great Reset. If you guys aren't realizing what you're seeing, this is a great reset. This is the reset. They are resetting everything, and they're trying to start us back over at zero, which could definitely work out in our favor. You know why? Let's talk real quick. Hold on. Let me show you why. Let me show you why. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Because they've gone above and beyond to bury so much truth. They've gone above and beyond to destroy so much, to kill so many people, to obliviate so many people off the face of the earth. Listen.
All right, let's look at FBI statistics. Total number of crime in the U.S., 6 million, right? 70% of all crime committed in the U.S. are committed by white people. 26% of all the crime committed in the U.S. are committed by black people. Out of 6 million criminals, 25% of that is black, 70% of that is white. Let's use some basic stuff. This is Jerry, this is Tom. If Tom eats 75% of the pizza and Jerry eats 25% of the pizza, who ate more pizza, Tom or Jerry? It's not a trick question. Clearly, Tom ate more pizza. So what are you going to say? Well, per capita, Jerry is smaller, so he can only eat 20. Fuck out of here.
So that's what I'm talking about. Now that the truth is so prevalent, and now that you can't hide from the truth, and you can't hide the truth anymore. Hey, Miss Bell. Now they want to start everybody back over at zero. They want everybody, listen, if you don't believe this is a great reset, you got the dumbest president of all times in the White House right now. You have the person that is dumber than everybody watching this right now is running the White House. That's a reset. They set the bar at zero. Now anything after that is definitely an improvement. Anything. You could put David Duke in there and it'd be an improvement. Is he dead? He should be. But yeah, you could put anybody in there and it'd be an improvement. You know? But this is the reset. This is what they do. This is what history has done. This is what happens. They reset. They destroy everything and start it back over when they get caught up. It's the basic narcissistic trait of destroy everything if I get caught. And that's what they're doing. They're destroying everything and bringing everybody back down. Nursing is a profession. There's whole generations of women who come from great grandmothers who were professional nurses. And the only reason that these women got into nursing is because their families were into nursing. It's a profession. It is. It is. Whatever Trump calls himself, that's not a profession. He's just a liar. Whatever JD Vance has done with his life, that's not a profession. They're just liars. They're professional liars. That's it. That's all. There's no need to argue any points. Listen. I know y'all out there wanting to get into it with these people on this social media. I need y'all to not engage. These people are here lying, and they know they're lying. And when you're dealing with
not the great debater telling nobody not to debate. What?
You can't debate. You only debate your equals. The rest of everybody you teach.
Gotcha.
These people aren't our intellectual equals. They're not equally intellectual to us. Period.
That's
Under
true.
those circumstances. Now you can only teach the people that are willing to learn. But anything else is arguing with these people. And we're not in the arguing business. I'm not going to argue with nobody about nothing, especially no facts. I'm not going to get into it with nobody about no bullshit they made up. Because all they're going to do is contort the hell out of it and try to gaslight you. That's it. That's all they're going to do. That's all they're going to do. And they know they're lying. You can't argue with Jock Roy, at least not off the record. He knows he's lying. And all he's going to do is lie more. And all it's going to do is make you angry that somebody's lying to you. All right? So save yourself the stress and the trouble and the drama. Keep learning. That's what we're doing. We're going to just keep on learning, keep on trucking. And we're going to engage with the people that want to engage, the people that are willing to learn, and the people that are willing to raise themselves up to be intellectual about topics and speak ad nauseum about them. We can talk ad nauseum about this city stuff because we learned, right? But if you're sitting up there arguing with June, what's this? Oh, let me pick a random ass name off of this damn TikTok. Let me see. Not TikTok. Goddamn KLAB Facebook. Y'all sitting up there arguing with these random. Yeah, the truth don't need no kickstand. You arguing with these random ass people on KLAB. You arguing with these. Hey, did you hear about these accounts that are fake?
Yeah, I did. I heard about them bots.
So not TikTok. I gotta get TikTok out of my mind. So on X, they turned on a new feature and it allowed you to see where the user's accounts originated. Majority of the MAGAs all came from Nigeria, and the heat map showed that majority of those accounts are Nigerian owned or in Europe, Russia, Israel, Siberia.
Yeah, I think it was a couple of them that was from Siberia.
Damn. So the people that you're arguing with aren't even in America. Stop arguing with these people, man. They don't know shit. They don't know shit. The lights come back on yet?
Nope.
How much power you got on your phone?
Why? Why are you asking that?
Oh, because you can charge it in the car too. I forgot.
Yeah, no, it's good. I had charged it before I did the show.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, we got to stop arguing with these people, man. Let these people look stupid all by themselves. And then they the tweeting deleters too. They like to say fucked up stuff, messed up stuff, and then delete it after you crash out on them. So now it just looks like you ain't you crashing out on nobody. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. What did you have anything?
I wanted you. I can't go into I can't put nothing up on the screen, so that's why I wanted you to go through our what's the name and pull up some stuff in there.
All right.
It's best to do it that way since I can't do anything on my end.
Okay. Uh,
Always have a backup plan. Okay, let me see. I think is
oh,
that
there.
Jason?
Nat came in for a second.
He did.
Yeah.
Negro, he lived in the house next to his master in the big house, either in the basement or up in the attic. He dressed pretty good. He ate pretty good, but the master left him. He loved his master. I say he loved his master better than the master loved himself. If the master said, we got a nice house here, he said, yeah, boss, we got a nice house here. Master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would be the one who run to put the blaze out. If the master got sick, he said, what's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick. You see, this is the thinking of the house Negro. Now, if another slave came up to him and said, let's run away, let's separate, let's get away from this cruel master, he said, why? What's better than what we got here? Run away. I'm not going anywhere. This is the house Negro. In those days, we called him the house nigger.
And that's what we call them today because we still got a lot of house niggas running around here.
Yep. Yep. There's a ton of house niggas. I'm talking about they have multiplied. They have been fruitful and they have multiplied. These niggas everywhere.
They are definitely that. Um, well, I was talking earlier. A matter of fact, we have the situation where we have homeless people, and I was talking to Miss Agnes, and I came up with this ideal, not to say that they would use it if anybody's listening. Um, the ideal that you say you have churches on a bus line, right? And say from October to at least February, the end part of January. You want to keep it where it's not, I guess, get to where it's really, really cold at. So let's say it's beginning of February. These particular churches, if they all have life centers, right, they could actually have a 24-hour setup for homeless people. You could feed them. People bring in clothes so you can clothe them, make sure they take showers, have a place to lay their heads for a moment. Don't put them out during the daytime like they do at most shelters. They put you out during the daytime instead of let them be in there learning something. Have an area for classrooms if they have children, for the children to go in. If you want to teach a sort of like a trade, like woodworker or something, have an area for them to do that in. And these churches are all in the combination. They're all working together in the community. That's how you build your village up. Give them something to do. I'm not knocking anybody talking religion, but I think we need to be at a point where religion should be secondary to making sure that people are learning. They're going away with knowledge and knowledge about basic educational things. People who have not had the opportunity to go to school. Well, we'll set up a place for adults. We'll have places for group meetings, like if people need to do some support groups, right? And have people sit in and let them talk about those things. And these churches will be on, like I said, a bus line, like one of their Alexander bus lines. So it would be easier for people to get on and off the bus to get to these areas. You have a staff, right? You're going to have a staff because you can have a staff full of volunteers. That's just like if you worked on shifts, coming in and staying overnight and watching people so that nothing, won't happen to them or whatever. And you have them there at nighttime, just like you would do if they there in the daytime, to make sure they have everything, any type of emergency, anything. You want to be there like around the clock for these people. And it's only done 3 months out of the year. And that would be around the winter months. The hot months have turned them into cooling stations. But the cold months, they definitely need to be indoors and they need to be warm and they need to. This is what I'm thinking a church is supposed to do when it comes to a village, having those systems set up for them in those particular areas. But it has to be, these churches have to be along the bus line. It can be as many churches who want to volunteer to do it, as long as they have a good setup system to work it. Or it could be one or two churches that want to do it. If it's one or two churches that think that they can handle that load, I would definitely, it would be a wonderful way to coordinate that and put that together and plan that and have these meetings with them, sit down and talk with the churches and tell them, the kind of guidelines that need to be put in place, because you got to remember you're dealing with a whole bunch of people. So you have to have certain guidelines in place. I think it would help to keep our people off the street. I think crime would literally go down, because if it's anything going on, there won't be no victims, because the victims are behind closed doors. They're in a safe area. So it wouldn't be no victims. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody going to come up to rob you or whatever. I'm thinking on that level. And I'm also thinking on the level of mental and emotional health that these people need out there. These are the worst, actually, the worst time of the year for a lot of people. I don't know if you guys ever heard of SAD. That is a disorder for when the winter time, because it gets darker. We need light, right? So in order for us to deal with depression, when it's dark, it makes it worse. This is more the time when people commit suicide. So you want to have those barriers in place to keep that from happening, right? So I was telling Ms. Agnes that there could be something coordinated to do that. If you find the right churches that are able to do it, can afford to do 3 meals a day, right? Can afford to house people in their life centers, not in the church, but inside. If they have a life center or a gym, have areas where they have like so many cots in one area, and this is where they'll stay, right? Um, and have enough showers so people can take turns taking showers. It reminds me of when we were in the military, when we had to do I would set it up in that system. When we had to, when we were out in the field and there was an opportunity wherever we were training that we can go inside somewhere and take a shower, because usually you take your showers outside. But if there was a building, we had to take turns, and there was times when people took showers. You didn't just go and take a shower. There was a time that you had to the showers would be open for you to go in. So you break them down in groups, right? Red group, blue group. So as long as the blue group go and take their shower at this time, the showers are open from 10 to 12 for the blue group, and just go on down the line to the end. Get everybody showered up, get them fed, the whole 9 yards. It's a way to do that. There's no, oh, here we go. They back on. So give me a time to set up my computer. Um, but yeah, so there would be, you would set it up in that type of setting. And so in the winter time, we won't have to always worried about people not having a place to stay, or we're worried about them freezing to death if a storm comes through, because they'll already be, in a safe place. That was just an idea I came up with just talking to her. Okay.
I do want to give you guys an update. Um, so here's the deal. Um, so your president. Hold on, I'm putting that in. Oh, you can put that in.
No, go ahead. I'm not on there yet. I have to get my computer up.
We heard you
No,
talking.
you're
Hey
on.
there.
Just look at the
We heard you
screen.
talking.
Yeah,
We
you
just
can
heard you
control
Excuse
talking.
me,
it.
sir.
You can control
Huh?
it. You can control it just like you do on a computer. Just look at the screen.
No, I got it. I'm comfortable on the screen. I'm
I'm saying
comfortable on my computer.
it got a label at the bottom of his shit said Resident Whip Cracker.
Who?
It says Resident Whip Cracker.
Who did that? Who said that? Nat.
I might have put that up there a long time ago.
Mr.
He said,
McCall, I heard you talking about I heard you talking about the churches that supposed to do this stuff. Y'all call it
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
I don't agree with none of that.
Okay.
I don't agree with none of that. You know why? Because you only do it for the holidays. What happened at December 26th? You tell everybody they got to
Okay.
go?
I did not say just the holidays. I said after the holidays, up until it starts to get warm again, sir.
Okay, Mr. Carl, here's what you got to understand. The church don't care about nothing but this flock. They don't care about the
Oh,
outside people, Mr. Carl.
okay.
The church don't care. Guess why?
Nat,
The why? Because the outside people, man.
Nat, I understand that. I said it's an ideal. It's an ideal, baby. Not to
yeah,
say that
well,
they're going to
I
do it.
mean, listen. Do you think that it's just us coming up with all these great ideas that we're the only ones that ever came up with these ideas?
Mm-mm-mm.
These churches have been on these streets in Alexandria for generations. Generations.
Generations.
And they ain't did shit in generations. That's different.
You see,
I It
because
comes down to the leadership. That's what it is. It's the leadership.
what? Well, they got to show something because they in order to get their money, in order to get that 501(c) protection. So
All
they
they
got
gotta
to
do,
show something.
they gotta bring Mark Woods in. They bring Mark Woods in and let Jock Roy come through. You get a new life center. Hell, you let Jock Roy and you let Jim Villard come through, we'll give you a whole retirement home.
And Mr. McCall, you all right. They should do this. They should. They you all right about it. But they only protect those who donate to those.
I don't
You
even
saw
think
what that lady did, Mr. McCall, when the lady was asking for milk for her baby. You saw what they did to that lady, Mr. McCall.
I know. I know.
But
now
how could you read the Bible and then tell me no when it says clearly in your Bible that it says to the least of these you do it to me also, and now you can't do nothing for nobody?
because I was
Oh
not
man,
doing
I
it
ain't.
doing it for God. I was doing it for a show.
There you go. You see, and you're right, though, Mr. McCall.
So here we go. Here we go. So an update in the last hours. Um, the case against Letitia James and the case against James Comey were both thrown out. Uh, you know that was that district attorney that Trump was going after. A federal
Yeah.
judge just tossed out the charges against the New York Attorney General Letitia James. No, she was Attorney General, ruling they were brought unlawfully by a Trump-appointed prosecutor.
See there?
That's the people we're dealing with. Those are the people you're arguing. Those are the type of people you're arguing with on KLAB. Stop arguing with these people. They don't care about no rules. They don't care about the truth. They don't even care about the law. They don't care about the law. They want you to care about the law. So they can
Well,
point the finger at you and go ahead, go ahead.
well, tomorrow you know what I've been noticing lately. We got to quit worrying about racism with these white folk because they worry about racism ain't gonna put no money in our pockets. We got to start getting money. You understand what I'm saying? Because check it out. At the end of the day, that poor white boy just like me to Donald Trump. He ain't got no money. He just a nigga. He just light skinned nigga. Excuse my language. So we got to start getting money and don't worry about what they're doing because check it out. The more we worry about what they're doing, we ain't getting no money. We ain't concentrating on buying land. We're not doing nothing. Now going back and forth with them, I do that all day long. But man, we need to start getting some money, tomorrow, some kind of way, cause arguing with that poor white boy, that pink toe fella ain't gonna give me no kind of money tomorrow. I'm just gonna be up there laughing at it. Now racism does exist. I'm not saying it don't, but we got it's classism that hurts more than racism nowadays. But classism don't have no color on it. Only color classism got on it is green. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, going on.
That's
I'm misleading.
She switching over because the lights went out, so she's switching over to her computer.
Oh,
Um, yeah. So the traitors that told the military to disobey my orders should be in jail right now, not roaming the fake news networks trying to explain what they what they said was okay. It wasn't and never will be. It was sedition at the highest level, and sedition is a major crime that can no. So basically, these people, and this is false. This is false. This is misleading. Uh, he says, listen. This is their backup, right? This is who you're arguing. People that use this as a source of proof. Many great legal scholars agree that the Democrat traitors that told the military to disobey my orders as president have committed a crime of serious proportion. What? What many great legal scholars? Which ones?
it's
You up here
the
arguing with
ones.
no? These people are nobody. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, well, if he want to say that, then he should be charged with January the 6th. Oh, I didn't tell him to do nothing. Well, if you want to use that term, Charles Manson didn't tell nobody to kill nobody.
Unsealed
Charles Manson,
document. When you said January 6th, unsealed documents
yeah.
show a Trump-linked group spent $3 million to help fund the January 6th rally.
See that? Now that's what you go to jail for. That's aiding and abetting.
But here's the problem, right? Here's my issue with racism. What is the end result? Like, what's the big win for stomping out a racist? Racism is like it's embedded in the fabric of America. You're never going to get
It
rid of
surely
racism.
is. It surely is. 'Cause I can tell you how it's embedded in America because the president said black jobs. He didn't say jobs for Americans. He said black jobs.
Just a
Well, wait a
black one.
minute. Wait. Yeah. So evidently, that's racism. It is. He said black jobs, not citizens' jobs, black jobs. Mm. And there's something.
I mean, the fact that he got away with it,
That
and the
that
fact that everybody was like, okay, all right, black jobs. Yeah. Get them niggas out of here. Let's make them lazy niggas unemployed.
Yeah, black jobs. And they
And
tell you, and the quick first,
go ahead.
and the first thing a white person tell you, don't bring up race. Well, when I applied for my home loan, it had race on there.
Yo,
But I
then
applied for my job, it had race on there.
hold
So,
on. You know what, y'all? I'm not able to see. Okay, I'm not able to
what?
see. I'm sorry. I'm not able to see the comments that are taking place on my live. So nobody else's
Oh,
lights is
okay.
out. People are laughing. Miss Summer said it's trespassing at its best. Thieves in the temple. Yes, he was in and out faster than an In-N-Out burger. He was gone in 30 minutes. Remember, he hid the Escalade.
yeah, I did try to sell it.
And she was talking about the nursing, practice, the PTs, the OTs, the speech pathologists. They're all professionals. And she said, never argue with a dummy. People will know who's the dummy if you do so. Yeah, people will know who's the dummy when you argue with one. You feel me?
Mhm.
You can't differentiate. You look from a distance, people are stupid. They're trying to get okay. So you guys know about the Congress people that made the video telling the military not to obey unlawful orders. Well, one of them is a retired officer. So Pete Hexon, the secretary of the under Department of War, since we have a Department of War now, Pete Hexon is wanting to invoke a rule or invoke a thing from the UCMJ where you can reinstate an officer and try them under UCMJ articles. So he
But you
wants,
can't.
yes,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know if he can or not. It's not going to get far. It's going to be an embarrassment. All this shit is, it's an embarrassment. It is. It's an embarrassment. This is embarrassing.
Well, the reason why it's not going to work simply because the word was unlawful order. It wasn't lawful order. It was unlawful order.
These
Do
people
not.
just pretty much told you to obey the law.
Basically, that's all they did tell you. Just make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah, basically. That's basically what took place. You can't get them for that. You can't be upset with them for that. That don't
Now,
make no
I
sense.
will say this: this coming Friday, you niggas can go out there and y'all can spend y'all money with these white folks and try to make your Christmas all merry and jolly and shit. But don't forget, we was just broke last month,
And we might be broke in January.
and you
That's
might be
right.
broke in January.
Yep, there's a possibility.
Don't y'all
Yeah, we
do it.
might we be looking at some hard times. This is just the beginning. It's
Well,
just
we
the
looking at a
beginning.
hard time. You see, they don't even want to let the unemployment numbers out.
No, they said the ones from October will never come out.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
You know,
Why?
Jack Roy would say you should champion that if you done good. Ain't that what Jack Roy say? You should champion that.
Well, Lord have mercy. Lordy, Lordy,
Hey, did y'all see?
mercy.
Did y'all get that clip I showed y'all of Jack Roy talking after giving those people turkeys
No.
in a
Uh-uh.
Walmart? Yeah, I guess Walmart them giving folks turkeys, and he was doing the little thing talking. Well, here's the thing: you you can't give me no turkeys, and I got brown water to clean the turkeys
That's
again. That
there you
that
go.
don't make no sense to me.
Keep that
That
damn
don't make no
turkey.
sense. Yeah, give the turkey, fix the water.
Fix my water.
Yeah, yeah, but he proud of it too. He doing what Tamara was saying though. He just
Yeah.
campaigning. That's
Yeah,
all.
because he knows it's coming up and he's already heard the word that we don't want him in there no more. He
And
already
guess
got the
what?
word.
Guess what? And guess who show he's on, Tavares? Stephen Maxwell.
Of course.
Not
Of course.
not on KLFB, not on Urban Cash. Stephen Maxwell.
Yeah, we know they got a
Mm.
tumultuous relationship. We know that. We
We
do
gotta watch what we
understand.
say now. We gotta watch what we say now. They talking about suing folks now.
No, they talking about suing folks if you talk about their address. You can't sue nobody for freedom of speech.
Oh,
They're saying
okay.
not
Oh,
to disclose their where they live at.
doxing. That's what Tavares called that big word, doxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you're a public official, 9 times out
how?
of 10, you
Yeah,
are.
that don't even sound right. That don't even sound right.
Yeah.
But Miss McCall, Jack Wall figure had to do it to Steve them and Jack
Yeah.
Hinton
He
Yeah.
sure
in
was.
this meeting.
They're not. Wait a minute. Steve was an elected official at that point.
Yeah, deep in.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm,
Oh, yeah.
mm, mm, mm.
Even Michael Marcotte did the news people like that. Ran the poor boy out of town. God
Sure
damn, Michael
did.
Marcotte.
Sure
Joe did.
did.
Ran the
Joe
poor.
did.
I was saying he wasn't paying his utility bill.
God. And
Sure.
Cynthia, you might know some of these guys. I got. God damn, Jock, you just can't. Damn, Jock, that's
But
cold. But I guess they can get away with it.
but you know what? That's narcissism at its best. That's narcissism at its best. They felt wronged, and anything you say, how can you heard what Grimion said? What did Grimion say? Y'all got to stop saying negative things about stuff because it's making the city look bad.
But I can't. If it's good happening, I can't talk about it.
They don't want you talking. See, you got to remember, Jock was in control of Channel 5 when what's her name, Goodall, whatever her name is, was in there, right? When she was in
Mhm.
there, he could control what comes out of the news when it comes to the city of Alexandria. He can't do that no more. That's why he brought back Stephen Maxwell.
But he basically doing the same thing. Well, no, but Stephen don't. Yeah, you know what? He don't really cover a whole lot of stuff like that.
No, because he can pick and choose what he want us to know. And that's why it's good that we're here. That's why
Yeah,
it's good that, and I'm not no fan of what's the name, Urban Cast, even though Urban Cast be getting information wrong. But you
it
know,
don't
hey, it's good they're there.
matter.
Yeah, somebody talking about it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
somebody getting it out, and that's how you have to
yeah,
look at it. Somebody is saying something because if you didn't, you wouldn't have all that information. The reason why we don't make a big deal about reporting about crime and stuff, because that's not what we're trying to do. We try to come up with solutions for crime. So talking about crime and not with a solution is two different things. I'm
yeah,
serious. It's two different
yeah,
things. When we talk about it, we come up with a solution.
yeah.
You know, we
Yeah,
don't
we try to
just
come
talk.
up with a solution.
They just don't listen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and what?
listen, whatever
What?
whatever Campbell's products that you guys have, get rid of them.
I don't think I have Campbell products at
Do
all.
not use any more Campbell's soup products. Period. Steve, he said Steven is an alternative to Urban Cast and KLAB. I'm blocked from Urban Cast. But listen, I don't listen. Being blocked from Urban Cast ain't a bad thing. Let me start
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, take that as a
And if
compliment.
y'all,
that's a compliment. Mhm.
and if y'all want to go boycott Campbell Soup, you go right there to Paris, Texas. That's where the biggest manufacturer is.
Yeah. Well, look.
Right there in Paris, Texas. Boy, he finna put some people out of business up there.
Yeah, they get ready. Yeah, it's get ready to hit hard. He should have not
Yeah,
had a hot mic. He should have turned his mic off. He
yeah,
had a
Well,
hot
as
mic.
you can see, these people are getting a lot more comfortable with telling
Yep.
the truth.
Yep. Telling the truth. They telling the truth about stuff. That's all.
Let me play that back real quick. Listen what this man said.
Campbell's is in hot water after the VP was caught on a hot mic saying their soups use bioengineered meat and that only poor people eat them. In the recording, he said this.
We have shit for f***ing poor people. Who buys our shit? I don't buy not experimenting anymore. It's healthy. Now that I know what the f*** in it, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
If the vice president of the company is talking about his soup this way, I'm never eating it again. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think about this.
Damn,
you got
homeboy
some
said.
bitch 3D printer.
He said,
Got some bitch in a 3D printer.
Eat this shit.
Oh my!
"Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That is
Y'all, he said
hilarious."
a 3D printer, y'all.
Yeah, he said, "I don't want no meat. I don't eat no damn meat from no 3D printer." And that's how they really feel about us, poor people.
His
Yeah.
his
So
Campbell soup should plummet by the bar. They should be plummeting.
that's right.
They
They
should be
should
giving away
definitely.
stock by tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yep.
it should be in the shitter. Campbell's soup should be. You got to give this shit away now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got another one for you. I got another. I got a good friend on here, Steph September. He listen.
Majority of the crimes that black people commit are linked to poverty. Robbery, burglary, unaliving someone, prostitution. Majority of these crimes are linked to poverty. The crimes that white people commit are linked to pleasure. There's no financial incentive to the crime. Graping somebody, you're not making no money from that. The only thing he's getting is busting a nut. That's it.
Oh,
He's not making no
damn.
money from that. Touching children, you're not getting no money from that. What do you think he's getting? Pleasure. Pleasure. They're getting pleasure from
It's a power move.
pleasure. Majority.
Yeah. So as you can see, these kind of crimes that they're for financial gain, right? The more depraved crimes they commit aren't, even though they're 70%, right? The more depraved crimes are hold on.
Weirdos.
Yep.
Weirdo.
Bunch of weirdos. You're right.
Hold on.
Conservatives, even the black ones, often spread anti black lies. Amanda Seals went viral for giving them the hard facts. Keep watching for three of the most ridiculously anti black lies we need to stop in their tracks. Anti black lies are especially hurtful when they come from people who look like us. Here are three that we never want to hear again. Redlining doesn't exist. Redlining policies were designed to uphold housing discrimination. The federal government ranked neighborhoods by risk, with Black areas considered the most risky. People living in historically redlined neighborhoods are the most vulnerable to health problems from pollution. Lie number two, Black on Black crime. Race, Traits, and Tendencies of the American Negro in 1896 was the first nationwide compilation of racial crime data. It argued that Black people had a greater tendency to crime and pauperism than whites. The truth is, whites commit crimes against each other at roughly the same rate, between 80 and 90%. Lie number three, no Black fathers. Studies show Black fathers are more, not less, involved in their children's lives than fathers in other groups. In 1965, the Moynihan Report blamed poverty in Black families on the absence of fathers in the home. The 1970s war on drugs led to Black men being disproportionately arrested and sentenced to longer prison terms. By design, mass incarceration has taken Black fathers away from their families. Systemic racism continues to be proven true daily. Knowing the truth helps us focus on building a liberated future independent of anti-Black systems. We all know schools aren't teaching Black history correctly. That's why Push Black is so important. Will you support truthful, accurate, empowering Black history content with a donation? Click the link in our bio to donate.
Yeah, that's Push Black. So if you guys want to do and follow them, I suggest you support and follow them as well.
Well, Tavares, the first one, redlining, um, and people, y'all don't take me wrong when I say this. A lot of Black people don't know what that is.
No, they don't.
A lot of
But
Black people don't know what it is.
included in it. They're included in it.
Yeah, listen. They tried to redline me. Miss Irma Adams. She tried to redline me until I brought it to her attention, and she said, "What is redlining? Look, you cracker! Don't try to play me like I'm stupid. You know what you're doing. Yeah, don't you do those? Yeah, listen. The only place I could buy a house is off Turner Street. Now, I'm not saying these places are bad. I'm not saying that. Turner Street, in the Sonia Quarters, Acadian Village. That's the only place she was taking me to buy a house. I said, you know you're redlining, huh? Redlining? What's that? Oh, now I'm dumb. Now I'm dumb because I'm saying the word that you don't understand. Now you want to play. I said, let me tell you something, Cracker. I was mad. I said, we ain't gonna play that game right there. I said, matter of fact, I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't know what redlining is. Redlining is when you make the blacks stay with the blacks. Now that's what redlining is. Oh no, I wasn't doing that. Well, every neighborhood you showed me wasn't up for black people. Not saying that I wanted to move around white people, but I knew what you was doing. I did pay attention to school. You
Let me
see,
tell you what
so
happened. Let me tell you, Nat, what happens when you find that out. You should have reported her to the board of realtors. Let me tell you why, because I've done real estate classes. That is a form of discrimination, and it is 100% against what real estate agents are supposed to do. I'm telling you from what I know. You should have reported her ass. You should have took all the evidence you should have did, and you should have reported her racist ass. That's what I would have done.
oh yeah, she tried me. Oh, she tried it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they still out there. They still out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've met some of them. I know exactly what you're talking about. But that is against our policies. You cannot do that. That will
Hey, but see,
definitely get fined.
I said a lot of people don't know it though.
I know.
You see,
I know.
because when I told the black people, they like, "Ah, dog, you tripping? Nah, nigga, that's what this cracker doing." And then
Exactly
when I showed them the houses, I said, "Look,
Mhm.
I'm gonna prove way more than that. Why I gotta stay here?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
wait a
why I
minute.
gotta stay here?"
Wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Did y'all know that the DARE program was a pyramid scheme?
No.
It's a way to get money. But all money comes through. All a bunch of money comes through the sheriff department. A bunch of money comes through the sheriff department, Jamar. And due to the laws of safety, you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it goes up under safety. Yep, that's right.
Yeah. And guess what, Tavares? They rake it in too, Tavares. Think about it, Tavares. Uh, 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 the guy, Stop the Violence, whatever that black guy name is, he get funded through that right there, Tavares.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He get funded through the sheriff department. And listen, they gonna see astronomical, how they work it, big old numbers. A pack of hot dogs cost $20. No, that was 99 cents. Cut it out. Yeah, cut it out. And you did not have hot dog bun.
Listen, y'all. Listen. Let me see if I can get it to play.
But yeah, that real estate, you should have reported her ass.
I'm like, man, y'all think I'm crazy? See
Mhm.
what they see when they run across somebody that know what they're doing, they get intimidated.
Oh, of course they do. Of course they do.
They get intimidated, especially when you act like you dumb. Oh, okay. Then when you get tired of acting like you dumb, hey man, look, quit playing.
Dare was a
Go quit.
police officer pyramid scheme the whole time.
Off-duty police officers could get a side gig as a DARE officer, and then they could recruit other police officers in their area. The more people you recruited, the more kickbacks you got, and that's why it spread so fast, because it was kind of an MLM. And the way they got that model, one of the board members, the founder of Life.
Damn.
So they would get other people, other cops involved. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, and what they would do is they would all get a cut because it was overtime. It was considered overtime, and then it had its own budget too.
Yeah.
It wasn't considered overtime. It's called detail, tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
detail is more than
forerunner to having these cops in the schoolhouse. Before
well,
there was
detail.
yeah.
But detail is more than overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, they could charge.
You see what I'm saying, Tavares?
Yeah.
And they could charge more than that, Tavares.
Damn.
Yeah, detail is more than overtime. Overtime is, you might, if you make it 25, you might get, 35 or whatever,
When
37.
you detail to
Detail,
something, that means you're there for a minute.
and you can charge almost $50 an hour, like they're working at Walmart.
Now, Judge Chut Khan just ordered an expedited release of the documents from an investigation into Pam Bondi's handling of the Epstein files. So now, listen, these Epstein files is what's got this is what flipped America upside down.
Yeah.
But it's all just a smoke screen, Tavares.
Well, it's good.
See,
it's the best smoke screen in the world, because now we're getting to see what's behind the closet, like what's behind the curtain.
But I ain't not gonna have to them, Tavares.
I don't know.
You remember?
I can't say that for sure, right? Because we're now in a space that we've never been in before. We've never been here before.
But Tavares, they're not gonna let everybody's name come out.
Nope.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to.
Nope.
Do you know? All right. So here's what Congress said. Right? Congress said if you're going to redact any names, right, you're going to have to come here and explain why you redacted them. We want it in full detail in writing, and every name that you redacted, you have to tell us why and the reason. You don't have to tell us. Well, you got to. They know who. And your girl Marjorie Taylor Greene, she said, if they redact any names, they'll just read them out loud on the Senate floor.
Now, they said Caroline Levitt's husband is in those documents.
I thought Trump was Caroline Levitt's husband. Never mind.
But see, y'all, and this is what I think they're doing. You got to think, they up to something. We just pay attention to the money.
Yeah.
Because answer this question, y'all. Why would they let Donald Trump have all that cryptocurrency?
They can't stop him. They can't stop him from having
Listen,
it.
well, okay, that's the thing. If that means if they got the cryptocurrency tomorrow, the money finna be ready to change. So they'll throw a smoke screen up there for the poor people not to pay attention, and then guess
Mm.
what? Have and have nots after that.
Well, the poor people were never interested in crypto, so they wouldn't even need a smoke screen for that.
Well, okay, but when we talking about banks and stuff, not tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
They're not gonna let them. They're not gonna let them Epstein files come out. They're gonna keep on doing what they're doing. If they let the Epstein files come out, the first name they say is Chris Tucker because he's low hanging fruit. Yeah,
No,
he'll
no,
never make it.
no. That's stuff that we already know. They have
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
have a map, right? They got a map worked out, and the map is going through the top 3 names that are listed in that first drop of the ones from the estate. See, they're not. It's the people. Those files that they're trying to control are being forced out because the Epstein estate is dropping the files anyway. That's not controlled by the government. They can't stop them from doing that. I believe that this government shutdown, them coming back, and everybody was mad at the Democrats for conceding and not giving in for. They just wanted to come back so they could get this shit started. Because as you can see, this has been a domino effect. Donald Trump is crashing out every night and twice on Sundays. And then you've got Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson is going to stop being the speaker. They're talking about, all right, everybody's quitting. All the Republicans are quitting. They're quitting Congress. So now what's going to happen is the seats might flip before midterms. It might not even make it to midterms. Which means that's going to that's going to change everything because there's a supermajority right now. But all these people are quitting. They're going to flip these seats before the midterms. It's going to get bad. 2026 is going to be a dark year for Republicans. It's going to get really dark and dank and stank. It's going to be basement. It's going to be bad. Mike Johnson, your congressman from Louisiana, this diphole. They're talking about taking the gavel from him. They're trying to take the Speaker of the House from him right now. All the Republicans are getting together and they're saying, yeah, he's a dipshit. We got to get rid of him. The Speaker of the House, the highest ranking Republican. So all I'm saying is this. These files are a catalyst. Fuck the files. I'm not fuck the files. I want to know who's in the files. I do. But these files are just a catalyst. It's the straw that broke the camel's back that drives them all nuts because they know they're all in it. And they keep on trying to blame the Democrats. Well, the Democrats are in it. The Democrats are in it. So what? So what if they're in it? Bring them out. Throw their ass in jail too.
Yeah. Let everybody go.
Yeah, let everybody go to jail.
Yeah.
Bill in there, ride on out, Bill. Obama, ride out.
Get on the bus. You're going down the Alcatraz, homie. You know? But the thing is, your boy, it was one of them that said the only way that we know this worked is this whole thing worked is when we start seeing billionaires in handcuffs getting perp walked into a courthouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said anything other than that is obstruction. And you're hiding and you're protecting pedophiles. That's what they getting on. You listen. Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, Pete Hegseth, they're all going down.
Well, he said that whole administration is gone. You might as well lock all of them up. All of them need to go.
You have to because they all broke the law.
Yep. There was insider trading going on.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is quitting. They said it's going to be another big bombshell that's coming about another Republican that's quitting early. If Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat goes from red to blue, then we're one step closer to having, man, this shit's going to get dark. them Democrats,
They're saying,
are going to get every bit of lick of fucking revenge and retribution on the Democrat Party as they possibly can, up to and including invoking the 25th Amendment and impeaching them on that.
but you know what? They should have. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, they should have did it. But you know what? Let me tell you something. These people don't. They don't. It's like they want to see an abundance of evidence, or they know it's happening, but they just want to drag it out. I don't know if it's theatrics or not, but it's just weird. They're weird. Like, I don't know what that's about.
But remember, they're all
But
friends.
ain't nobody gonna be able to escape. That's why they.
That's right.
Yeah, they
man.
all friends.
They're all friends, Tavares.
They all friends. They sure
And
are.
they all take money from that one person.
Yep.
See, it's a couple of people, Tavares, that's controlling everything.
Yep.
And they control the Democrats and Republicans. Because if they wasn't, black folks would have something in the game. Black folks ain't got nothing in the game.
You sure
They
don't.
just give us something, to make us feel good. You're voting for the president. What?
Yep.
I voted for the president. Oh yeah, but your vote don't count. But you just told me I voted for the president. Yeah,
That's why they strip the voters right now. The last part of the section, because they don't want us to have a voice. They want to monopolize everything.
Yeah. See, us the black folks vote for president is like an ecstasy pill. Why? Yeah, I done that girl good. You ain't done nobody good. That girl wasn't even there. Yes, she was. No, she wasn't. So us voting for the president is just like an ecstasy pill. Now I wake up, I messed all my clothes up. Oh man, what the hell happened? Yeah,
all my
we
back
get
teeth
that.
to wind it down.
Yeah, so we get that illusion like we're voting for somebody as president, but we don't get the realness of voting for somebody for president.
We don't
That
get
don't mean
the
nothing.
yeah. We
Yeah,
don't get the best.
everything we get is symbolic, and see, everything we get symbolic ain't good for us. They gave us the Sandra Bland Act, and black folks got to clapping. That ain't good for black folks. That ain't good for nobody because police could deem you crazy, and you're not even a damn doctor. But guess what? People, black folks, oh yeah, we got a Sandra Bland Act. No, and we just get symbolic. Oh, they gonna put Harriet something on the $20 bill. What the hell that supposed to mean if I'm gonna make it $7.25 an hour?
Yep.
Man, no. So, Tavares, it's like we don't get nothing out of the deals. That's why I say it's a handful of people controlling it, and the president really don't run the country. The president just over the army. That's what a whole lot of people got to understand. He's commander in chief over the army. We know that, but if you tell somebody else that, they'll think you're crazy. But anyway,
Exactly.
carry on. I don't want to hold you up.
No. That is a minute since you've been on here. What the hell are you talking about? Where you going? Look, where you going?
Yeah.
We all getting out of here.
What?
Yeah. We all getting out of here. We've been on for too long already.
Oh, it's 10:31. Hold up.
Yeah.
Brian don't listen to what his mama say do anytime, y'all. He have an issue with.
Well, no, it's not an issue. I mean, we don't want to give people too much.
You don't want to overwhelm.
Yeah, we gotta save some news for later. And plus, we're having a discussion, right, about these politics, and it's a rabbit hole because it goes so many different ways. And I don't mind having this discussion. We can stay on if you want. Shit, I don't. It ain't on me.
Well,
no,
see,
go ahead, Nat.
We need to work. We need to try to control Alexandria first. That's what the people really got to control. Because Donald Trump stuff, it will affect us later on. But we got to control Alexandria first. Because Donald Trump don't care about brown water in Alexandria. Donald Trump don't care about no high electricity bill in Alexandria. He don't care about no jobs in Alexandria. He don't care about the crime in Alexandria. The only people control that is the people that's local. So that's why we need to control that first instead of worrying about what's going on way up there in Washington, D.C. You see, it might trickle down to us a couple of years from now. It really might. Damn, we got to make some changes around here first.
No. It did trickle down when those it did trickle down. it trickled down when the food stamps didn't get put. So it immediately trickled down.
Yeah,
Think about it from that standpoint. It
but that
immediately
was the whole
trickled down.
nation. Yeah, that was the whole nation.
Yeah,
Yeah, you right about that. But
yeah.
we got to control this first, though. Like I say, I mean, if we did get food stamps, it's kind of hard to wash the meat off of brown water.
Well, yeah, you're right about
You
that.
see, so folks got to, we got to put more emphasis here first. Grandma would don't say sweep around your own back door first. You see, but we rather pick low hanging fruit. Not we, but folks rather pick low hanging fruit and worry about what Washington got going on. We don't want to worry about what Vincent Hall got going on.
Yeah, I get you.
So
I get you.
yeah,
I get you.
you know,
I want to
they
play
get
the
mad at
video.
Donald Trump.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
they get mad. They get mad at Donald Trump and Jack Wall trying to raise up utility prices. God damn! Wait a minute. You need to get mad at Jack Wall first.
Yeah, you need to be mad at him first. Hold up.
See,
I want to post this something we could be proud of, and we wish we had some more like it. Give me a second here. Let's see.
1964, in Jonesboro, Louisiana, Black Americans were harassed and attacked by the KKK. Not to mention the 5 churches, a Masonic hall, and Baptist center that they burned to the ground. As a direct response to this activity, Frederick Douglass Kilpatrick and Ernest Thomas formed the Deacons for Defense and Justice. The primary goal for this group was to protect civil rights workers, their families, and Black communities threatened by the local Klan activity. Most of the deacons were veterans with combat experience from the Korean War and World War II. They were very well trained and ready to carry arms in defense when local police refused to protect Black communities. They established chapters all across the South. While many civil rights activists pursued nonviolent protests, the deacons took a different approach, which ultimately helped create a climate where the federal government had to neutralize the Klan. The deacons served as a symbol of power, pride, and undermined the stereotype of Black submission. The 5 and 6, we got Frederick Douglass Kilpatrick and Ernest Thomas.
You heard what he said. They came in and they didn't use no let's pray together. They said you better take off running before I put this gun up to my hip. That's what he said.
oh
That's
yeah,
what they said.
they had some in Bogalusa, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Um, well, right now, but you can't have the deacons of defense no more. When the pastor will tell you to sit down.
What pastor?
The pastor of the churches. The deacons of defense started in the church house,
It sure did.
but now the church house is ran by the 501c. So he's gonna. Well, listen, brothers, we got to pray about it. We don't need to have guns. Jesus didn't have a gun, so we don't need a gun, brother. Just pray about it.
Look, I bet you it was a couple of pastors that said that to them, and they probably, where they probably told them.
Yes, ma'am. Think about this. That's how Martin Luther King got his first church. Well, the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, because of Bernard Johns was speaking against what's going on, and the deacon said, "Hey, hold up, we can't have nobody talking like that. You talking too strong as a Black man." So, but now they got the 501c. Hey, can't you control your boys? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him. Just like they got the fish fry. Hey, get your congregation to vote for me. You see, there ain't no separation of church and state no more.
Nope.
So that pastor kicked them in out the church if they start doing stuff like that now.
Yep.
You gotta pray. You gotta pray. Let God fight your battle. Well, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. The Lord said that. I didn't say that. Yeah, so you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
That's something to think about, right? That's something to think about. Really something to think about. Trump will let them fall. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so Atlanta. Okay, let me share this with y'all since Tavares was talking about Trump. Let me see if I can share this with y'all. Okay, so what did she say? It was she said. There was she said. Let's see here. Okay, so it says here Trump will let them fall. Pam Bundy's finally crosses that line, doing Trump's bidding. And a GOP legal expert says it should get her disbarred on the spot. What? What? So she says President Donald Trump's Justice Department is facing its biggest self-inflicted crisis yet. And Attorney General Pam Bondi is suddenly at the center of it. After weeks of humiliating fallout over her handling of the Epstein files and growing accusations that she oozes corruption, Bondi is now under fire for a new blunder so serious that even the GOP legal experts say it could end her career. And this time, Trump may not be able or willing to save her. Mm. The chaos erupted after Trump's hand-picked prosecutor, Lindsay Halligan, a politically installed newcomer with zero trial experience, botched key filings in the DOJ's cases against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. But what stunned legal observers wasn't just Halligan's incompetence, it was Bondi's attempt to clean it up. They scrubbed Trump's name out. Pam Bondi clings to her three-word script until one question blows a hole in it and viewers swear they thought the panic hit. Bondi was already under fire for an illegal move to install Halligan to the case, but things took another turn when Halligan told the court Wednesday that the grand jury never saw the full indictment used to charge Comey, a stunning admission that defense attorneys immediately seized on as grounds for dismissal. That's why they dismissed both of those cases. But within 24 hours, Bondi's DOJ tried to reverse course, suddenly insisting opposite was true, citing a clerical inconsistency and attempting to rewrite their own real time. Halligan, a former beauty pageant contestant, Lord have mercy, first testified that the panel, which indicted the former FBI chief on 2 or 3 charges, did not see the full indictment transcript after one of the charges was dropped. That only the jury foreperson and another juror had seen it. A 23-member panel looked at the government's case against Comey in September, voting to charge him with 2 or 3 counts, including making false statements to Congress and obstructing justice. Comey's defense has argued for dismissal from the get-go, contending the case is politically motivated and was directed by Trump. Why the points in Thursday's filings were not presented Wednesday is unclear and shows how bizarre the case against Comey and a Trump political opponent, actually is. Former Trump White House lawyer Ty Cobb told MS Now anchor Chris Jensen that the Justice Department made a big mistake this week and that he believes it's grounds to disbar both Bondi and Halligan. Ooh, I'm not going to read all that. Enough. But yeah, so that's, whoa, that is something big. Let's see where that's
going. So wait a minute. What do you do? What do you do when your attorney general is disbarred in the middle of your term?
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy work.
I'm trying to tell y'all, we in unprecedented times. We ain't never been here before.
Nope.
We don't know what's gonna happen. we know that something's happening. We know that a lot of this shit is out of our control. Yeah. Right? So just sit back and watch and try to save up your money because you don't know what's gonna happen next. Yeah. Work with your people. If you can help. If you can inform, whatever you can do. But don't stress yourself out over these people. These people know they lying. They know their time is up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They knew they had to pay the piper eventually.
You had to pay the piper eventually. and you didn't want to play. You did everything but play black folks their reparations. And
That's
you
right.
think you was just gonna ride off and coast off into the sunset?
Mm-hmm.
No, these people are going to be publicly embarrassed. They're going to be people are going to be calling for their heads. People are going to be wanting them tarred and feathered in public. Yeah.
You know what's so amazing is what, and I think I want to talk about reparations. I think we need to bring that up because I think that's a great subject matter. Um, what I heard on TikTok was I'm hearing black people saying we don't deserve reparations.
No, you're hearing tethers say that, right? So you have to listen. Always know the difference between the people that came here and the people that were here. These people that came here want to look at us like how these white folks look at us.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get these tethers, these transplants, these Africans, and no offense to you Africans out there, Odera, but you guys aren't allies, not to black folks. You just look like us. That's why you get accepted in the white spaces, because they know you don't like niggas either.
Niggas, we're not niggas. Watch your
Well,
niggas.
you don't like, they know, and when they have their conversations, we're niggas. And I'm not listening. You can get mad at me all you want to, but I take personal. I can't take it personal. I'm not a member of these churches, nor am I a friend to any of these motherfuckers. But it's the idea that these people are tethers. They embed themselves in the black community and sell us out to white folks.
Did you hear about that lady? I can't remember what state it was. I think it was New Jersey, where the African lady pulled the lady's hair out when she asked for $50 and the lady didn't do her hair right or used the wrong hair, and they got mad at her and wouldn't let her out. They arrested them Africans. So y'all be careful messing with these Africans. The young lady came there to get her hair done. They wanted her to pay $50 more. And for one thing, she used, if I'm not mistaken, the lady used the wrong hair. So when she used the wrong hair, she said, "No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not paying you no $50 more because you did. You didn't do right." So they got mad and they pulled her hair out her scalp, and they thought they got away with something. It was three of them, and so they got arrested. In other words, they saying stay out of those African shops. Stay
Mm-hmm.
away from people because they treat us just like the white folks treat us. It's no different. And the young lady she was very upset. She said, "You guys come here and you don't," she said, "you don't, white people don't come to y'all getting your hair done. It's black people who come to you and give you the common courtesy to sit in your chairs and give you that money, allowing you to do our hair. It's not white folks. It's black women who do it. Black American women who do it. And y'all sit around and put your nose up in the air and pretend like you're better than us. And you're not. Now they in jail for pulling her hair out, and they got her they got him for kidnapping because they locked her in the house. They locked her into the building. Wouldn't let her leave.
Now they're gonna
Over
really find out what it's like to be black.
over $50.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's how they treat. That's how they treat black people. Them people come over here and they treat us worse than the white folks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not all of them. Just some of them. Not all of them.
I haven't met that many that won't. But okay.
Just like that, you don't like them putting us all in one category. They
Shit.
do it. And I know they do it, but I'm saying we don't like that. So not all of them are.
I might not like it, but they do it anyway, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, well, then I mean, they can deal with it. I hope they You can come to America and not be discriminated against.
Well, if they can sit in a room with white folks and talk about us, they won't get discriminated against.
Well, no, that's just going to open you to discrimination from other black folks.
It's just interesting how they do us just like the Europeans do us. They came over, took over, right? Talk about us like a dog. We're savages. We don't know this. We don't know that. We're dumb, stupid. You can't put money in black people's hands because they don't know how to do nothing with. I heard somebody say that, and that really kind of bothered me. I didn't say nothing to them when they said it, because I caught it afterward. But I got kind of offended to hear a black person say that about black people.
A lot of these people ain't black. Hold on. Let me play this real quick before we get out of here.
After slavery, this country didn't repair the people who were brutalized. It paid the people who brutalized them. Enslavers were for their loss of property, meaning they got government checks for no longer being allowed to own human beings. Meanwhile, the newly freed black families got nothing. No land, no money, no education, no protection, just good luck. You're strong. You'll figure it out. In 1862, when DC abolished slavery, the United States government handed out the first reparations, not to the enslaved, but to the enslavers. They got the modern equivalent of millions to ease the transition. And black people got $10 and a pat on the head if they were lucky. When the Civil War ended, freedom came with zero support, zero resources, and zero justice. We were pushed into poverty by design, then blamed for the poverty created around us. This country stabilized white wealth with slaveholder payouts and destabilized black wealth by refusing to compensate the people who suffered. So when white people scream, "I never owned slaves," remind them that the government paid their ancestors for the end of slavery, while black people are still waiting for our first check. After slavery, this...
Yeah. You're on mute.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's exactly what took place. They did. They paid them. Didn't pay us. They paid them. And then that's when they turned around and they turned around and would put you in jail, or you got put on the chain gang to enslave you again, right? If they caught you laundering. They didn't give you a job. They didn't give you anything to any type of resources. They just, slavery was over, you on your own. That's why a lot of people migrated up north, even though they were still racist up north. It was a little bit of ease. Think about it from that standpoint. Because they knew they couldn't survive down here. And the people who stayed did what they could do while they was here. But a lot of people packed up and left, say, shit, if I want to get treated like crap, I'm going to go up north and get treated like crap. And that's what they did. They went up north. And they did better up north.
Yeah, but I mean, did they really do better?
No, not really, because there's still racism. I mean, it was racism up there too. Shit, I excuse my language, but I lived in a racist city. I was born in a racist city. Believe it or not, it wasn't prominent racist, but it was there. We knew it. And the more you go up close to Canada, the more racist they were. Because you got to remember, Maine is up there, and Maine is majority white. You have Rhode Island. Right? Rhode Island is very racist. Where my stepfather.
If you guys aren't watching it, Welcome to Derry. If you guys aren't watching that, it's not just about the damn dancing clown. It's got a lot of historical references in it, and it talks about Maine, Derry, Maine, to a very great extent, and it's a good show. It's a decent show.
What is it called?
It's called It, Welcome to Derry.
Okay, what is that on?
HBO.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
But they will rent you out like Sheriff Hilton said. Damn.
Yeah, back in the day, that's what they did, and they would do little kids too. Y'all got to remember, they just decreased the age limit of children working.
So now they're really trying to implement child labor.
Child labor, yeah. But all of this is gonna. I don't think it's all gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think something is coming through that's gonna put a halt to all this bull crap that's going on. I'm not even gonna give it to the Democrats that they're gonna do
It's
it, because I think a lot of
going to be the
Democrats.
rest of everybody else that's not an asshole. It's going to be everybody that's not a dick. Excuse my language. That's not a politically a double fister glazer. It's going to be those people that's going to really step into their roles that they should have been in a long time ago.
Mhm.
That they ran on and that they got elected on. It's going to be people that's going to actually exercise the power of the vote in that Senate and in that Congress.
Yeah.
And this is a part of the great experiment. You know, they keep saying that America is a great experiment.
Uh-huh.
This is America's wake up call, because this is as low as you can get. Like I said, this is the reset. This is as low as we can go, America. This is as low as America can get post slavery.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
heard a joke earlier. They said, you know how they kind of figured that Trump was in the LGBTQ community when he
yeah.
started deporting Latinas.
Huh?
When he started deporting Latinas, because apparently everybody loves a Latina.
Who's Latina?
Latinas, not the women.
Oh, the men. Oh, yeah. There is a whole. Yes, you're right. There's a whole group of Latinas. You're right. They actually have their own area. Yes,
No,
you're
they
right.
was deporting them. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Apparently, your president is what he says he is, or is what they said he was, and that's just the long and short of it. You know, he blew Bubba, whatever that may mean.
But they said it's not. They said it's not Bill Clinton. They showed another guy.
But she also, Ghislaine Maxwell also owned a horse named Bubba, so I hope it's not the horse.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with it. But yeah, this shit is. Oh, and he just shared something on Truth Social. And I don't think he realized what he shared. It's calling for his impeachment.
What? Say, show it. Let me hear it.
There's nothing to hear. He reposted something on his social media, and it was like he does something about impeached for a third time, impeach him for a third time. And I think he might have misread it and shared it anyway.
Oh, but you know what they said? Who's writing all that for him? He has a caregiver.
Nah,
I'm just saying. Look, because they said no way he knew what the word Fididius is. They said there's no way he didn't know that. He don't know what that word is.
I think he's dictating it to her or him. It ain't Melania. She don't even got a good English.
I told you it's a blonde-headed lady who they showed her who his caretaker is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a blonde-headed lady, young girl. That's his caretaker. And they're saying she's the one who's writing everything for him on Truth Social because he's not cognitive enough to do it.
They said Cankles, he's wearing braces on his legs. I think he's really on his last leg. I think we called it, right? We don't think he's going to make it through the year. He might make it into January. And then again, he might disappear like Jeffrey Epstein.
But yeah, they said that. They said this doctor keeps coming on and he gives an update on him. And he said I'll give him 4 to 6 more months. That's what he said.
Yeah, you can look at him and tell.
And stress is going to take him out.
Well, this is going to stress him out. All this is he's stressed. He's stressed. He's stressing right now, and it's it's deservedly so. Deservedly so. Well, folks,
Yeah, we're gonna close it down. You want to close it out for me, Tavares? You can close it
absolutely
out for me.
not. I carried the whole show myself. Me and that.
You did it. You did a good job. Y'all did a good job.
Oh, you ever heard?
The paycheck is in the mail.
All right. Well, okay. Well, we're looking forward to it.
Okay. Did you get your last one?
We're looking forward to that one too.
I didn't get you your check. I got to go back and look at my invoices.
Yeah, I gotta look at the invoice.
See if I cleared out all my invoices. We're terrible. But thank you. Let me go down my lane. I got to go down my lane. I'm thanking everybody. Let's see what we got going on here. Y'all came on, and I love that. Thank you, Miss Dixon. Thank you, Miss Finley. Thank you. Let's see who else came in here. Miss Washington. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Bell. Thank you, Mr. Turner. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Let's see who else we got on here. Oh, and thank you, Tavares, for all your help for coming in at a time of need. I was sitting in the dark with candles. Me and Miss Agnes just kept our conversation going. It was like, okay. And she's like, well, I'm going to take my medicine and go to bed. So, okay. And that's when it came back on. The lights came on right after she got off. But it was a good conversation. It was good talking to her. But she would have been on the show. I just want to say thank you again, you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for making our show the way it has been all through this year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see some of you guys Wednesday on midweek motivation. Journal prompts. Talk some more stuff. Some adventures I'll be talking to you guys about. We talked about business last time. Very good conversation. Thank you for participating, Miss Hall and Miss Thomas. Miss Lynn comes in, and Miss Hall, Miss Thomas, Miss Dixon. They all participate in the conversation. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for giving me that opportunity. So we'll see y'all Wednesday night.
Miss Breeze was in here too.
Huh?
Miss Breeze was in here too.
Miss who?
Miss Breeze.
Oh, thank you, Miss Breeze. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you back here Wednesday night. Hopefully everything will be all right, and Clico won't put us in a blackout again. But it was thundering earlier, so I don't know where that came from. And it rained here too. So, all right, you guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Huh?
I got you.
But I need to do it, right? Yeah, but hey, black people are supposed to be slaves. Black people are supposed to be inferior, and they pointed out to the curse of Ham. Now, it happens to be that Jewish law permits the enslavement of any non-Jew, white or.
What did he say?
I'll have to share it. We'll have to leave on that cliffhanger. I'll share
He didn't say what I thought he said. Yeah. He said that they have a right to enslave any non-Jewish. Is that what he said?
Jew, right? Which
okay?
Which damn, it must have got bad outside.
It did get bad outside. I saw a picture, Tavares. Y'all did have some bad weather that way. Surely did. Just like we did here.
Never made it over here. If it did, I never. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Good night. Bye-bye, you guys.
All right. Good night.